have two questions. One is, how valued in the application process is family alumni? Like if you were a parent from that school and you wanted your child there, how valued is that in the process?
Obviously, it's lovely when we have people who have been at our school previously. As a school with a 112-year history, we do have people who've had connections before, but in the end, it's in our application process at St. Clement School, it's every girl gets in on her own merit, because what's right for one person in a family is not necessarily right for everybody in that family. So we honor legacies, and we are thrilled when there is that family connection, but really every girl gets in on her own strengths, and that's really where it is.
Hi, if I can add to that a bit, we're certainly at CRESCENT very keen on seeing those young guys apply whose dads or uncles or whatever it may be have graduated from the school, and we want to make every effort to continue that. We'd love to see those boys in the school. I see a number of them every year, quite a few, in all different grades. The reality is not every single one of them is quite ready. So we will certainly make every effort to have the son of an alumnus or the brother of a boy who's already in the school, for example, attend the school. It's a goal for us to be able to do that. But in the end, they're not necessarily, because they're all different guys and not necessarily a clone of their dad or a clone of their brother, ready to come to the school. We'll work with them. We invite them to reapply. We'll give them some guidance in our thoughts in an effort to see if they can be ready. But I know each year there are a small handful of young men that apply that we're not able to admit, who do have that legacy moment.
Sounds good.
At TFS, we also value alumni applications. And similarly, it's all about the fit of the child to the school. However, all things being equal, if we have two candidates and the fit is good and they're both suitable candidates and we have limited spots, we give priority placement to an alum, a student of alum, or a sibling.
I'm just going to say, at UTS, we are purely merit-based, to the chagrin of our development office at times. But as has been echoed by most of the schools, the students need to get in on their own merit. And if your parent went there, that's great, but you need to get through. My daughter is very eager to apply, and I told her she had to go through me first, and she'd have to read more. She's only in grade 2, 3.
Just to flip your question, is it a disadvantage to not be connected to an alum or a relative of the school? Absolutely not. As all these schools have said, we really value word-of-mouth referrals, family recommendations, and we find as a boarding school and a day school that we often have cousins of, sisters of, and we're really, we take pride in that the positive word-of-mouth recommendations that come from a small little community in Mexico or a large city like Hong Kong, or that those recommendations hold a lot of weight and mean a lot to us. But is it a disadvantage to not have that connection? Absolutely not.